This question is currently keeping millions of BTS fans around the world on edge. A rumor that has been circulating since the beginning of the year has once again gained momentum. Will Jungkook's contract with hybe expire or undergo significant changes? And this is far from a minor topic. The news broke at the same time as a public statement from Taehyung, which seemed to directly hint at Jungkook's decision. This situation not only fuels speculation, but also raises a serious question about the future of one of the most significant music groups in the history of South Korea's entertainment industry. The topic first emerged after several Korean media outlets reported on internal negotiations between hybe's management and BTS members regarding the future of their contracts. In those reports, it was mentioned that one of the members was considering new options for continuing the partnership, though his name was not disclosed. However, social media speculation quickly zeroed in on Jungkook, especially after he began engaging in more independent activities in recent months. In an interview with Japanese media, Jungkook said that he is thinking about the next step in his career and wants to make sure that every decision aligns with his personal and professional growth. While these words are technically neutral, they sparked widespread interpretation. Could this be a sign that Jungkook is considering leaving his exclusive contract with hybe? Adding more drama to the situation, Taehyung, who rarely comments on contract matters, appeared on a Weverse livestream and said a phrase that became a hot topic among fans. "We always support each member's decision, whatever it may be." Although it sounded modest, many perceived it as indirect confirmation that serious behind-the-scenes contract talks were indeed taking place. For fans who have been following BTS since their debut in 2013, the topic of contracts is nothing new. In 2018, BTS renewed their contract with hybe, then Big Hit Entertainment, until 2025, a move seen as securing the group's future at the peak of their global popularity. Now, with 2025 fast approaching, talks about a new contract are inevitable. Industry analysts in Korea note that BTS are in a unique negotiating position. Their global fame makes any contract decision international news with massive financial implications for hybe and the entire K-pop industry. If one member chooses not to renew, it will impact not only the group but the entire Korean entertainment business, said Professor Lee Jae-hoon, a creative economy expert from Seoul National University. In this context, rumors about Jungkook are especially sensitive. As one of the main vocalists and most recognizable members internationally, his decision will influence both public perception and the group's internal dynamics. The fact that Taehyung, one of Jungkook's closest friends, has spoken out only adds more weight to the situation. The story has also caught the attention of foreign media. Billboard, Rolling Stone, and The Guardian have all published articles exploring possible scenarios if Jungkook chooses a different career path, whether that's full independence or a new, more flexible deal with hybe. For now, hybe is refraining from making any official statements. In a short press release, a company representative stated, "We cannot comment on speculation regarding our artists' contracts. Any official news will be shared through hybe's official channels." Rather than easing the tension, this stance only strengthened the impression that serious negotiations are happening behind closed doors. Most fans express full support for Jungkook in making the best decision for himself, whatever form that may take. However, some worry that changes to his contract could affect BTS's unity as a group. Beyond personal factors, there are also legal and commercial aspects that can't be ignored. In South Korea, artist contracts usually have strict terms regarding revenue sharing, promotion schedules, copyright ownership, and restrictions on outside activities. Any change or termination requires a full rewrite of the agreement. In Jungkook's case, given his huge success as a soloist, this opens the door to much broader negotiation possibilities. Another factor complicating matters is military service. All BTS members have either started or completed their enlistment. Jungkook is scheduled to complete his service in mid-2025, which coincides with the end of BTS's group contract with hybe. In K-pop, contract transition periods are always a vulnerable time. Many major groups have disbanded or lost key members during such negotiations. BTS have so far managed to navigate these stages with remarkable unity, but will they be able to do so this time? In a separate interview with a fashion magazine, Taehyung fueled even more speculation, saying, "Sometimes we need to take different paths to stay close." While this could be interpreted philosophically, for fans it sounded like a hint at serious changes ahead. Based on his career, Jungkook is not the type to make major decisions impulsively. Since debut, he has been known as a perfectionist who always carefully considers the long-term consequences of each step. His public statements have always been cautious, so when he mentioned a next step, fans took it as a serious signal. In his latest interview with Korean media, Jungkook confirmed that he still respects all BTS members and will always be part of the big BTS family. However, he did not rule out the possibility of exploring different work models in the future. That single phrase is now at the center of analysts' attention. If Jungkook ultimately decides not to renew a full contract with hybe, experts predict several scenarios. First, he could sign an exclusive contract as a solo artist while remaining a BTS member for group projects. Second, he could join another agency for solo work while continuing to collaborate with hybe on BTS promotions. Third, the most radical, a complete departure from hybe's management both as a soloist and as a BTS member. Hybe and BTS have already proven they can work in different formats, from external collaborations to solo projects and global group campaigns. However, any contract change would require detailed agreements covering legal, financial, and personal aspects. Interestingly, some industry sources claim Jungkook has met with representatives of major international labels, including in the US and Japan. Although there's no official confirmation, these meetings fuel the theory that he is considering options outside the traditional K-pop management system. Despite all the speculation, one thing is clear: Jungkook's decision will be one of the most pivotal moments in the history of BTS and South Korea's music industry. With Taehyung having publicly expressed his support, all that's left is to wait for the official announcement and wonder, will 2025 mark the start of a new chapter or the end of BTS's golden era?